All right, here we are. We are back, everyone. Let me share my screen just so I get us oriented. We are looking at this morning, week 3, day 2. We're going to start our stand-ups, our morning stand-ups. And so let's go through the list of people I see here on Zoom. I'm going to call out your names, and then you'll present your Trello board, your wireframe, and your progress. Okay. So I'll ask you questions as well. Talk about your goals that you have for today, or goals that you had to meet by today. Did you meet them? If not, why not? And if you didn't meet them, what are you going to do to meet them? Or what's your plan? Are you going to pivot to something else? Or tell us what you're currently doing and what you're looking like on your progress compared to your Trello board that you created. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. I'll call on you, and then we'll do this one-on-one. And then in the afternoon, we'll do this again, but we'll do this in small groups. So we'll get more time to look at our code and fix any bugs and have that group setting. Okay, so this morning we'll do our big group stand-up. So let's start first with Eric. Eric, whenever you're ready.
All right. So here I have my wireframe here. I created a smaller one just for the iPhone view. And then I pretty much kept everything the same from yesterday. And then what I accomplished yesterday, I wasn't really able to finish the Pac-Man game yet. So I moved that over here, and I'm gonna try to make it. I'm like halfway done probably, or maybe 3/4 done. And I'm gonna try to finish that up. Maybe I might have to cut some of these games out just for time's sake, if I can't get to them. And I'm gonna create the wireframe today, and then hopefully I should be able to get done by the end here.
Okay, cool. What about a problem statement? Can we add that to your agenda for today as well? Add that to your wireframe. And I'll ask this for everyone else. So everyone else has their Trello board up in front of them. You can just add this as one of your to-dos. Let's have just a simple problem statement or two for your website.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. All right. So looking good. Can we see what you showed us before you pivoted to this Trello board? Could you show us what you just, I guess, created already, if anything?
For Pac-Man? Or what are
Yeah,
you talking?
anything.
Yes,
So
let's
this
see.
is one of your projects that you're putting on your portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is what I have so far. I already tried a little bit of something to try to make it move, but I haven't been able to figure it out yet. Um, but because I think the video is a little bit outdated. I think the
Hmm.
code that he uses that it's been depreciated or whatever that word is.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Um,
okay, we can look into that.
okay,
Can we look at your time board again one more
my time
time?
more. Yeah.
So if you're working on this and you don't know how long it's going to take, did you want to save these optional assignments for tomorrow and then work on your wireframe after you create it today?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely work on my wireframe today. And then I'm gonna start working on some more Pac-Man stuff, see if I can get that done. And hopefully I'll work through all the rest either today and then it might bleed over till tomorrow.
When you say create the wireframe, do you mean like create the sketch on like Balsamic and then actually implement it on HTML CSS, or just create the Balsamic style wireframe and then move straight to Pac-Man? What I'm suggesting, and right, this is just a suggestion, is that you move Pac-Man to either tomorrow or Thursday and work on the skeleton, the view of your profile page until you can finish it up and then add those optional assignments.
Yeah, I guess that's what I meant, the skeleton, create the skeleton in HTML. Like,
Okay.
Mhm.
And I would
Okay.
say also with that, make the CSS happen today as well, because whenever you create the HTML, you want to write the CSS selectors at the same time as you're writing your HTML elements, right?
Mhm.
So I would just create the view of your website before you start adding those optional assignments and start working on those. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. All right. That's check one. Nice job, Eric.
Awesome. Thank you.
And that's the process, everyone. So let's do this about, let's see, 10 more times. All right. Who's next? Richard. Richard's got
Hey,
the mouse.
let's see. You guys see my screen?
Yep.
So this is the board here. Yesterday I didn't complete the wireframe, and I didn't finish checking out other portfolios. I was trying to find other developers on LinkedIn, and then this morning realized you can just probably Google it, and there's people that have come up with other portfolios. So I started looking through these for ideas.
That's cool.
I added just problem statement for my website, like you asked Eric too, but then I realized here's an actual one that I could kind of relate to the contact me complete. As a user, I'd like to be able to contact Richard if I have any questions. Thought that would be
Nice.
kind of the same thing there.
Yep. That's use of
I
it.
also added complete the wireframe for today.
Okay.
And then also so complete CSS. I marked it as blocked for right now because until I figure out and finalize wireframe and what I'm doing, I can't really do that.
Okay.
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 So, yeah.
All right. So what should we see? What do you think we should see done by this afternoon when we do our group check-in?
Let's see. Mondays, these last two should be done. Complete CSS should be unblocked, and then hopefully these top two are done. I'm actually gonna delete that one.
So we at least need to see the wireframe by this afternoon, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because you're going to go on to day 3 after this afternoon tomorrow, and then you have like 2 days to complete the HTML, CSS, and finalize it. So
Yeah.
cool. All right. At least we know what we're up to. I like that you're doing some studying. You're being choosy about how you want to do it.
Yeah.
That's okay. I understand that. So great job, Richard. Let's keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And next up we have Kai.
Alrighty. So this is my Trello. So yesterday I wanted to plan the wireframes and start my Lego blocks, but today I want to finish up the Lego blocks and get like the rough edges in, and then add my text and GIFs of my projects I'm working on. So this is what mine looks like right now. I wanted to, so before I just had like a tiny nav bar, and I was looking at this one. I want to do something similar to this where like your title page takes up like that's all you see when you first log into it. So I'm gonna change my wireframe so my name's way bigger, and then yeah, and today I just want to get my wireframe done and my basically it's the static website done. So then tomorrow I can have the functions in there.
Okay. Can you switch back to your wireframe for a second?
Yeah.
All right. So I know this is just, I mean, this is not the mobile wireframe. This is simply the desktop view. But this desktop view, you have your name, your title, you have a picture, you have some socials, and here, this about me, you can write something that's more like a call to action. So I actually like what you have here better than the simple one that you saw, because the simple one is cool because it's simple, but it doesn't answer those core questions that I think Narciso is leading us to answer better, which is who are you, why should they choose you, what do you do, and a call to action.
So
Okay,
stick
so
with my original idea.
I like your original idea better than the simple one that you said that you were gonna try to take, at least for the desktop view. Now for fitting
Yeah.
this all into a mobile and oh sorry, I forgot to mention one thing. You want this all to be on, as you see here, like when you first land on your page, answer those questions right up front for me.
Okay.
And the other page doesn't do that. So it's nice and clean and kind of cool for that reason, but it doesn't fulfill the purpose that we want to fulfill, which is answering those that potential recruiters questions. Okay,
Okay.
so I like your design a little better. I don't know though how you would fit this all into a mobile, something smaller, right? Like how could you fit all this information in a smaller width view? So that's something you're going to have to do some searching for, and maybe create a mobile wireframe if you're
Okay.
interested. Yeah,
Like
definitely
my
create
idea
a
was just
mobile
have like
wireframe.
each bubble was like you scroll down, have each bubble go down.
Yeah,
That was my
perfect.
idea.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah.
Yep. You can have this, like, you can have this be stacked from top to bottom, right? So you can have this be stacked on top number 1, and then number 2, 3, and then maybe I think this would be a better 4, and then 5 your socials. How to respond to the call to action. So have
Okay.
them stacked on top of one another, and create a mobile wireframe so that when you're creating your mobile view, I can see your progress according to your design. Okay, so I can see how far you've gotten as far as the boxes that you would create to stack, like however we could choose to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Now, could you show me your Trello board one more time?
So real quick, I have a question about his
Yep.
wireframe.
Yep.
What is it a good idea to put your phone number online like that? Because like I feel like people are probably just scraping every website they can find for phone numbers just to spam call people and scam them.
Yeah, it's okay if you know that sometimes you'll get scam calls, right? So you just got to be savvy. I put mine out there. I liked getting a lot of calls. I talked to a lot of people. I just had to have like my brain filter actively on, just like, okay, am I getting a call from sketchy recruiter? Sometimes you just you make a contact that you don't intend to make, and you're like, but it's better having more than less. I think of it as a numbers game. The more people that you can attract, the closer you are to that connection that you need to make.
Or maybe it's even a better idea to get like a Google number and use that phone number.
Sure, that's even
know,
more thoughtful.
That
Yeah.
way you know if it's going to the Google number, it's from the website.
Yeah, and that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Yeah, create a Google number. It's not necessary. I didn't do it,
Right,
but
right.
after I took off my number and stopped doing the search, then I stopped getting calls. So, cool. All right. Great question. And go ahead and continue, Kai. Let's see your board.
Here's my Trello.
Okay. So for Tuesday, we want to finish our HTML and CSS maybe today, right? Because tomorrow we're working on our JavaScript. So let's try and finish that up. That's my only comment for your Trello board. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So looking good. What do you think we should see by this afternoon?
Ideally, I want to get the static website done, but probably by this afternoon, probably just gonna get finish my other wireframe, my mobile wireframe, and then get all the colors and like the blocks in. And then tonight I'll finish the text and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. I like that, Kai. And cool. As we speak, I'm getting more resources to share with you guys related to UX UI from Narciso. So don't let it distract you too much. I will share it in the Discord, but it's just to complement today's lecture. Okay, some supplemental material. All right. So thank you again, Kai. Appreciate you showing us your progress. Next up, we have Christian. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so today I wanted to, can you hear me?
Yes.
Today I wanted to finalize the project space. And then just get started on building it, I guess. I'm not sure what this is, honestly. And then I wanted to, because I figured I'd probably want to make like a like a blackjack game. I was thinking about doing that.
Cool. Okay.
So then I guess study is just like an all-encompassing, just sort of like how to do that. And then I want to consider a mobile design because I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so that's what I want to get done today. So
I seen a student build a blackjack and it took them all week. So
maybe I'll do something else then.
I would just save it for Friday and save the easier ones for Wednesday so you can have some stuff on there. So I would
Okay.
put like blackjack there and then swap it with Minesweeper since you almost already finished Minesweeper. Cool. Well, what should we see? Do you have any progress to show us since yesterday?
Not too much. Where is this? I just put like this. I don't know. I just like wanted like a simple background so it makes everything like readable, but I still want like a simple pattern. Like this is not what I want, but
Okay.
I think that's about it. Because like I thought about doing a nav bar, but like I just don't know what I would put there. So I just kind of got rid of that. If I wanted to keep the sticky design, maybe I would probably just have like a contact me if that like leads to a cleaner interface, I guess.
Yeah. May I make a suggestion for you, please?
Absolutely.
So this section right here, just move it down.
Okay.
Fill it with
Whoopsie.
some blurb about you, some sort of introduction, who you are, what you do, and oh, well, you already have that here. I didn't even read that. Okay. Maybe instead you move your projects down and then you put like a contact me section instead here.
Oopsie.
You know what I mean? Contact me so that they can respond to that call to action.
Okay.
Hear about me. Oh, or you know what? Even better. I just thought of another idea.
Okay.
So in this section, all right, so you move projects down and then in this section.
In this section?
It's sorry, the highlighted section that I'm putting squares in.
Oh, okay.
You put that on the left after the about me. What was the other one I said? The other question was
it a contact me?
Whoopsie.
Yeah, something like a call to action on the left and the contact me on the right.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me draw that out for you.
Actually, I'm just gonna. And what was over here? Sorry.
Oh, so I'm typing it in for you. Call to action.
Oh, okay.
And then on the right would be a contact me.
Okay.
And then your projects would be somewhere below. Yeah, just like the way you have it.
Okay.
Awesome. That's my only suggestion.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, you can screenshot this now if you like, or I'm about to erase it.
Oh, sure.
Cool. All right. Nice job, Christian. So it looks like you're on track. So again, remind me what should we see by this afternoon?
Oh my God, where is it? Just a finalized project space.
What is that? I don't know what you mean.
Oh, just like features and stuff, like finalize in terms of like what I want to build into it.
Oh, so what we saw in the wireframe, like those
Yeah.
sections.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like I'll be like, okay, this is what I want to make.
Okay.
Whatever. And then I want to consider the mobile design as well. And
Okay.
then start building it.
So the building of it, well, how much do you think will be done today?
Probably the space, just no functionality, probably. I could probably do that. I don't know.
So by this afternoon, you think you'll have a mobile wireframe and that wireframe that we saw somewhat. I think that your HTML and CSS will bleed into tomorrow and that you may have only of these to work on Thursday. Just my prediction.
Okay.
But if you can do everything on your list, that'd be super cool. Exciting to see that. Okay, but that's it. Thank you, Christian. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you again, Christian. Up next, we have Josh Lee.
Okay, I'll try to make it quick because I do have a lot. So this is my web fundamental project board for Trello. So I had the Lego blocks done, which I did get done. I didn't finish watching all the previous lectures. I did get all the photos and details. I did finish up the wireframe design for both pages.
Can we
I
see
can
that?
show that. Oh shoot. This is pretty much it. So I'm gonna have the company logo and the company name and the buttons. So I don't know if so then just the same concept. And then I also added this page, which I'm gonna have to talk to you about later, Josh, which this button I decided to make it a hamburger drop down thing which connects to each of these sections, which is going to be on a separate page.
Yeah.
And then I did finish some of my coding. As you can see, I inputted the carousel without reading the lecture, so it's without watching the lecture. So right now it's kind of messed up, but this
Yeah.
is the essential Lego blocks for now. If you can kind of like tell from my exoskeleton draw, like this is where all the boxes are going to be. So I have the Lego blocks done. I just need to get that CSS and just implement it better. So
Okay.
for today, I have the HTML CSS. Need to finish watching the lectures that I didn't get to, researching the media query because this is still not formatted for mobile or desktop yet. So
Okay.
I need to figure that out. And then think about possible problem statements and research the drop-down menu and redirect functions. Now, I'm obviously not going to be able to finish this all today, so I'm probably going to have to do what you told
Christian.
Christian to do, which is like push everything back a day. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep. Alrighty. Nice. I get the agenda. But thank you, Josh. Oh, and I'll mention this for everyone. This is not like a hard rule that you should always follow, but it's a general advice. And I was given it by another developer whose name was also Josh. All right. So this guy, my friend Josh, he said to me, whatever you plan to work on, and whatever time you give yourself to finish that, just double the time that it's going to take you. It's actually going to take whatever. If you think it's going to take you a week, it actually might just take you 2 weeks. So consider your plans and that it actually may take more time than you anticipated. But that's okay. We're learning this week about what we're capable of doing in a week. Okay. So many Joshes.
Is this too ambitious, you think, Josh?
No. It's good. It's good to try to do as much as you can. Just also keep in mind, what's the MVP? What's the minimum that I have to do to show on Friday? So something. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. And next up, we have Anthony.
Let me share my screen. So I accidentally forgot to save my wireframe yesterday. So that's gone. But so I'm gonna remake that today and I'm gonna put a mobile view in there. And so I got a little bit of functionality in the gallery. So like this is done, starting on structure is done, and I'll be moving into adding in like the carbs, fats, and proteins, remake my wireframe. Creating a problem statement, I kind of just already threw one in there. As a user, I want to know what caloric deficit to eat at and how many macronutrients I need to eat to maintain a healthy diet.
Nice.
And then I'll add in the deficit to my caloric intake function, because right now it is just tells you how many. Oh, there we go. It just tells you it'll just tell you how many calories you need to eat down here. It's gonna be like 25. which is spit out your calories down there. And eventually I will add in pounds to kilograms, because right now it is only for kilograms. So if I have extra time, I'll be able to switch between pounds and possibly a pie chart to visualize how many carbs, proteins, and fats you should be eating.
Nice, Anthony. Do you have some experience in nutrition, or is this just a hobby interest of yours?
I do like competitions every couple years, so I just like doing this.
Health competitions? Or I'm not
Like
even...
like bodybuilding type stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Very health conscious. Nice. Nicely done, Anthony. I like your organization here and what we've seen so far. So could we just compare what we've seen to your wireframe, just so I have an idea of how much you accomplished?
The wireframe's gone, so I'm gonna need to remake that again.
Okay.
I accidentally forgot to save it.
Oh no. Okay. All right, but at least we have something done, so we can still continue. Okay, that's good. So we'll have a wireframe redone. I didn't know you deleted it.
Yeah, it was a sad, unfortunate accident.
Yep. Cool. Well then, thank you, Anthony. Looking like you're on track still. And next up, we have the other Josh, Laro.
It's okay. I'm the last one. No more Joshes after this. Okay, let me share my screen. Which would be this one. Okay, so this is my Trello. Yesterday I moved some things over to done, which was the type 2 selector. I can showcase the functionality after. The 6 slots, the timeline, which obviously we did, and the wireframe. It's all done from yesterday, so my Monday is empty. The one thing that I didn't make, which I actually ended up changing, because I just, after doing one of the functionalities, I realized adding a third one would be kind of too much and would probably slow me down more than actually enhancing the experience. So I moved that one over to if I have time, which was the generation selector, and then moved over the traditional starters into my MVP build. The traditional starters is actually much easier, and I probably should have started there anyway. But that I ended up moving over. I actually am blocked on these 2 features. I need to talk with either you, Josh, or Colby. I did some research on it, and it was talking about jQuery. And I did some, research through the platform, but it was still just a lot for me to kind of grasp my head around. So I want to pick your guys' brain about that, about how to do it. I have the functionality, like from what I understood, as much of it built into my code already. I just need to figure out how to get it to work. Basically, like the pieces are there, but they're not connected. So I need to like see what you guys think about it, and then I can move on there. So my plan for today is to just finish these 2 will be pretty easy, since they're kind of, I understand how to do them. I just need to, like, that last little push to get those 2 functionalities done. Error cases will probably be a big chunk of the day, for if there aren't Pokemon that fit a particular typing or whatnot, to finish out. I did add some other things to, if I have time, like a light and dark mode later on. So far, I'm pretty much on track to start CSS tomorrow, as long as I can finish these today, and then spend Wednesday and Thursday either with extra features or getting the rest of making it look pretty and whatnot. I haven't made any changes to my wireframe. It's also the same from the first day, and this is what functionality I have so far. So I did get to work a second typing. This was super complicated, actually, and I did need some help. After exhausting my own personal options, I asked my partner, who is a software engineer, and I just asked her if my logic was correct, and she said it should work, but it was something that I didn't understand quite yet on how to make it work. She said that there was an if statement, and my if statement technically was correct, but I didn't write it the proper way that we haven't necessarily explored yet. So she kind of helped me get over that hump. So now, if you can pick one type of Pokemon, it'll put out one. But if you pick 2, like let's say a rock, dark type, if you pick 2 types, it'll find a Pokemon that has both of those types.
Nice.
Yeah. So this functionality works entirely. The thing I need help with you is this button, traditional starter type, this radio button. I need to get, when this button is selected, I need type 1 and type 2 to disappear and a different drop down menu to pop up, essentially. Somewhat similar with the finalize button. Just this radio needs to make these two elements disappear, and a third one. There is the other drop down menu is here. I have it hidden through CSS, so it is there, but I need it to appear when I need these two to disappear and this to appear, and the other one to appear when you hit traditional
Okay.
starter type.
Definitely
And
doable.
yeah, when I saw that it was set through jQuery, I hid the things that are there. They just need to all be interconnected. So by the end of the day, I hope to have traditional starter done. And this finalize button will bring up a pop-up. I'm going to do a modal box, which I was already starting to research. The modal box will pop up. I'll style it with the 6 Pokemon that you selected will be inside the modal box. And there'll be like a a congratulations text to be like, oh, you picked your 6 Pokemon, and then hitting continue should refresh the page so you can like start over and do another team if you would like. But yeah, so those are pretty much the last of the functionality that needs to be in, and then tomorrow I can start CSS and start building this out to match my wireframe.
Nice. Looking great. I like the functionality already. So yeah, drop by my room. Be happy to help you with this.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Laura. Looking great. Next up we have Viviana.
All right. Share my screen. Okay, so do you want to see my board first, or
Yeah, let's see the board first so I get a good orientation of what you're working on before you show me what you need to do.
Okay, so yesterday my goal was to finish the mobile wireframe because I didn't do that. So I finished that. And then my goal for today is to create the page HTML, CSS using Bootstrap. And then I added the problem statement that you want us to work on as well.
Okay.
I think I should be able to finish by the end of today, but if not, some of the CSS will have to continue on to Wednesday.
Okay, show me the wireframe again, if you would, please.
And then the wireframe is over here. So this was the regular page.
Okay.
And then turning into mobile, I just made the boxes go down as I scroll.
Nice. Okay.
And then I think it'll have to be adjusted because there's going to be a lot of space here. But that's the overall gist of it.
Yep.
So I think we should be able to finish by the end of today.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all I have right now. I haven't started on the HTML or CSS yet.
So what should we expect to see by this afternoon's check-in?
The HTML, like at least the boxes and mobile and the regular. So get the mobile version and the regular version.
Okay, looking good. Sounds good then. Appreciate the update. Thank you, Viviana. Now, next we have Daisy.
Okay. So one of the tasks that I gave myself yesterday was to kind of figure out what were these to look at more websites, like hone in on what colors I want, what images I wanted to add. So I did that. I did like a rough draft of what JS features I'm going to have to do to make sure that I know how to do them and see if I need to research new ones. I finished my wireframe and the mobile version of it, and I Legoed it on paper. So for what I went back and I added like JS stickers on like what I'm gonna have to remember to create. Again, this is just to like make sure I know how to do it. And then I created the mobile version as well. So for example, my skills one for the website would look like this, but for the mobile ones would just, be top to bottom, kind of like Viviana did. Same with my portfolio on the website, it'll look like this, but on the mobile version, it'll be just top down like this. And then I'm not doing that one anymore. And same for like the resources page. On the website, it'll look like this, but on the mobile version, it'll be like a carousel like this. And then I took your advice and I'm adding the contact section in the bottom with different like my resume, my GitHub, my LinkedIn, and my email, and then like what location I'm at. And then what I want to work on today is by 2 p.m. I want to have my containers ready just to make sure that like I know how everything's going to be positioned from my Legos, like the bigger ones that are going to be holding stuff. And then towards the end of like our class day, I want to just perfect the margins and begin like adding the insides of each container. And then by the end of the day, finish at least 70% of my CSS HTML portion of it.
Mhm.
And before I log out for the day, I want to just keep adding more updates to my Trello board of like what else I need to finish or what new problems came up as I was working on it to know what I need to focus on Wednesday and Thursday.
Right.
And then my problem statement as well. And then by Wednesday, I want to finish my CSS HTML to do any debugging with my classmates and then start on the JS, finish the About Me section, the projects that we've made, create them into GIFs. And then Thursday, I'm leaving it open because I know I'm not going to finish some of this stuff by Wednesday and I want to make sure I have it open for Thursday.
Okay. All right. You got a lot to do. So what should we see done by this afternoon, a couple hours?
My containers and then beginning to put stuff inside the containers like images and portions, margins.
All righty. Okay. Looking good. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Daisy. And last but not least, we have Vani.
Okay, ready. Let's see. So this is my Trello. So yesterday we talked about me creating my wireframe and like doing my layout for my CSS and making my mobile query or my mobile app wireframe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I'll show you this. I did just do a small section for the mobile app. I just added the phone thing and just kind of, this is what it's going to look like. I just extended it out super long.
Okay.
Just the nav bar, the boxes that I'm going to have it, and just the contact information down below, which kind of just resembles what's kind of going to be on the desktop, which is up top here.
All right.
So far I did the layout for the desktop already, pretty much just getting my containers and stuff ready and seeing like kind of how I want things to go inside. So just right now, it's just literally just, let's see, it's just some blocks and stuff of how I want things and how I want to position things in them.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fix up the paddings and fix up the margins and get all that together and then start incorporating my CSS and my HTML today.
Nice.
So
I'm liking the blocks.
Yeah, the blocks is really where it's at.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have by today. I should be done with doing my wireframe for my, where am I at? Doing my wireframe for my mobile app, like adding that into CSS and then start working on my HTML and actually adding the contents in to get it functional and going.
Nice.
Oh, I did look up some pictures and stuff. Like I did get some pictures yesterday that I wanted to have. So I guess I could have added that in here.
Okay.
But
okay.
that's pretty much it.
All right. So what should we see by 3 this afternoon?
By 3 o'clock, you guys should see some stuff in them boxes.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Stuff in the box. Okay.
Yeah, I can commit to stuff in the boxes.
All righty.
Okay.
All right. And so thank you, Fontel. That wraps up our morning stand-up. Thank you guys for showing us all your hard work and progress. I'm looking forward to that day on Friday we get to present and see that our goals reached. Okay, so let's get there. We're gonna close out this session here. I'm gonna stop the recording.